I'm going to show you how to make a crane, just like this guy. So first you take a piece of square paper, you turn it like a diamond, bring the top to the bottom. Open her up, turn her quarter clockwise, top to bottom. Now, you turn it over. Now we're going to do the flat edges. So flat top to flat bottom. Open it up, turn it, and flat top to flat bottom. Now I've got this starburst of folds. So turn it one more time so that it looks like a diamond. You can see these corners want to come in. What you're going to do is you're going to bring them in, bring everything into the middle, and push down. So now what we want to do is we want to bring this edge into the center fold. So you don't want to just bring the corner in, you want to bring this edge in, flat up against the flat. And try not to go past that center. So I keep my finger right on the bottom corner so I don't pass. Do the same to this side. Keep my fingernail right on that fold. Turn it over, do the same thing, flat edge to center. Then we want to do one more fold. It's a temporary fold, it'll help us later. We're going to bring the top down, you're going to fold it right along the top of our little shape here. Okay, and then open it back up. Now what you want to do, we've made all these nice folds, and this is why you really want to make sure those folds are really solid. So you're going to open it up, and you're going to grab one layer of this paper and push it all the way open like a giant mouth, and all the way to the top. And when you do that, you don't want to just push. You want to make sure it opens along the folds that you made. So kind of guide it along. And if you've done it right, all of these, I kind of brought it in. They all should line up in one line right here. So I'm pushing, folding. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to open up my fold, and I'm going to grab the top layer of this side and bring it up along this crease. This is the hardest part of this whole thing, in my opinion, because these folds, you're trying to fold them in the opposite direction that they were folded in originally, so you kind of help it along. I'm going to help it in there and help that guy. There we go. So now if you've done it right, you have these guys up top. You've got opening down here. The next step we're going to do is we're going to fold this edge to the middle, just like we did earlier. Like that, and I'm going to do the same thing. Take this side, this edge, and bring it to the center. And guess what? I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing to this side. push on those folds. Really make those folds very, very solid, very foldy. Bring this center. Gets trickier as down here on the bottom as it gets so skinny, but just go slowly and then push, squish it down. Notice I use my fingernails to really get those folds. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this side and this side, I'm going to pinch them together. Okay, and I'm going to bring this side and this side and pinch them together. Kind of looks like a fox or something, or a wolf. If I put eyes right here, got little ears. Okay. Now I'm going to bring this bottom up. I can almost feel where the fold is, but if you bring it up, it goes almost all the way up to the top. Turn it over. Do the same thing here, bottom to the top. Now I'm going to do that pinching thing again. If I look to the side, I'm going to bring these two sides together, pinch them, pinch, and I've got this funky looking thing. Right along here, I'm going to fold top to bottom. I'm making the wings. Turn it over, bring this top to bottom. And now these two, what I've got left is a head and a tail, whichever one you desire. Now I'm going to pull this fold out to wherever I want it to be, and notice how it kind of opens these folds up. I'm just going to squish so I want the head to be right about there. So I'm going to squish right here with these two fingers when I want it to be in the spot I want it to be. So I want it right there, so I'm going to squish. Same with the tail. I'm going to pull it out. I want it like about there. So I'm going to squish. And it doesn't quite look like a crane yet because it's got no head. You know, I'm going to pull that out a little further. A little further. There we go. Now the head, what you're going to do is you're going to take whatever side you want to be the head, and you're going to, so I slide my thumb in this fold, and I'm going to fold it down, and again I'm going to pinch right where I folded it down. Guess what? That's the end of it. It is a lot of folds, but it's doable if you take your time.